Hello, I'm going to be running through array 2 countEvens. The goal is to go through an hour of programming. If you guys want a separate video on some of these problems, let me know and I'll do it. But yeah, but for now I'm gonna run through it. Okay. I might not do a lot of talking. I might do some more talking here and there. It just depends. Alright, I'm gonna try to leave timestamps on like where each problem is at. Okay. But array 2 countEvens return the number of even integers in the given array. Note the modulo operator computes the remainder. Okay. So here I'm just gonna run it through a for loop. And nums.length. Alright. And then if nums index I mod 2 is equal to 0, we're gonna do a count plus plus. I'm gonna return count. Say count to 0, and let's see what happens. If nums and I, oh, yeah. Okay, we're good. Let's go to the next one. Given an array length 1 or more of integers, return the difference between the largest and smallest values in the array. Note the built-in math min, v1, v2, and math max. Okay. Return the difference between the largest and smallest values in the array. So what do we do? 10 minus 3 here. Okay, we're not going to use the math functions. I mean, we can though. Or I don't want to use it. 7, 10. What we're going to do, we're going to create a one for small. Set that equal to nums at 0. Now we're going to create another one. And large is equal to nums at 0. Okay. We're going to run it through a for loop. Yeah, so I like doing these because they are easy, but they get the fundamentals down, and practicing the fundamentals, the basics, what it does is it engraves it in your mind. And then so when you can get the small details down, you don't have to, when you're working on a large problem, you're not worrying about the small details because you already got them down, you know what you have to do. You can think of the bigger picture. Small. I'm gonna start f at 1 because I don't need to start at 0 because small is equal to nums at index 0, same thing as large. So equal to nums I. If large is alright. Yeah, lately I've been working on I've been learning on Python. It's pretty cool stuff, but I'm getting kind of bored doing that. Cause like during the lesson I'm going through, I'm barely getting into the control flow, which is the problem solving aspect. So I kind of need something right now. Let's see if this works. Oh, a lot of them don't work, huh? Interesting. Oh, okay, I know why. So good to go. Alright. Alright. Array 2 centered average. Return the centered average of an array of integers, which we'll say is the mean average of the values, except ignoring the largest and smallest values in the array. If there are multiple copies of the smallest values, ignore just one copy, and likewise for the largest value, use integer division to produce the final average. You may assume that the array is length 3 or more. I totally don't know what I read. So let me read it again. Return the centered average of an array of integers, which we'll say is the mean average of the values, except ignoring the largest and smallest values in the array. If there are multiple copies of the smallest array, ignore just one copy, and likewise for the largest value. Use integer division to produce the final average. What? Return the centered average of an array of integers, which we'll say is the mean average of the values, except ignoring the largest and smallest values in the array. Alright, so 100 is the largest one here, 1 is the largest. So if we're ignoring that, let me pull out my calculator. Where's my camera? Alright, let's take a look at this. So if we do 4 plus 3 plus 2, get 9, and we divide that amongst 3, we get 3. Okay, so this is correct. I got that. I was able to replicate that answer. So let's try with this one now. So 10 is the largest, 1 is not. And we should say if there are multiple copies, I'll just ignore just one copy. Alright, so it's only one copy that we're going to be ignoring, so it's going to be 1 plus 5 plus 10 plus 8 plus 7. And then if I divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we got 6.2. Huh, it's not right. So say I do, this is just ignore one copy. 10 is the highest value here, 1 is the lowest value here. Or if there are multiple copies of the smallest value, just ignore just one copy, and likewise for the largest value. Okay, so looks like I'll keep 2 5s in there. 8, 7. Divide that by 5, we get 5.2. Yeah, I think I understand it now. And then for this one, then put another sign on. Where is it? Commercial? Okay. Let's do this next one now. So we have, what do I need gate numbers on here? So like 10. Oh, that? No. Oh, it's plus minus 10. No, it's not 10. 10 is the lowest value, right? So we're gonna do minus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, we get negative 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, divide that by 4, we get negative 3. Okay, I think I understand it. Alright, so largest, so there's a few different ways we could do this, right? We're gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do one for smallest. Alright, we're gonna run a for loop. Gee, I don't know how I'm gonna tackle this, but I know we're gonna need a for loop. So technically what we could do is we could have 2 arrays and then move the values we find into that one. So for this one, I do for this one? I did a 1 plus 5. Let me see. I gotta check that again. So did I do 1 plus 5 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7? Divide that by how many you want? 5. Okay. So I'm gonna do another one. Int L count equal to 0. Man, you know, I don't want to do any thinking. so like, I'm just creating a new array here. Well, how long is it gonna be there, right? Alright, I'll worry about it later. Alright, so if largest is greater than, no, if largest is less than nums at I, we're gonna update it. So this is how we're gonna find the largest and smallest elements in the list. Okay. So once we have that, what are we gonna do next? Once we have that, okay, I'm gonna do L counts is equal to 0. Int S count. I don't know, I'm just gonna have these here just in case I need them. But I'm thinking about doing something with them. Let's see, int I is equal to 0. Allowing I is less than nums. Okay. So somewhere down here, what we're gonna have to do is total plus equal nums at I, right? But we're not gonna be including the last number and the largest number and the smallest number. So what we could do is we could do if nums at I is equal to the largest, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna add it though. So we're gonna do L count plus plus if, let's do an else if just in case, else if nums at I is equal to smallest, we're gonna do S count plus plus. Okay. Alright, that's totally fine. You know what I could have done? I could just get the indexes right here. And then I think this would make it so much easier to select. I'm gonna find the largest index, right? I'm just gonna do this right here. Instead of doing all that. So once I have these indexes, what I can say is if nums at I is not equal to largest, could do total plus equal nums at I. Yeah, same thing right here. If nums at I, no wait, if I here, we're not looking at the elements within the array. We're just looking at the indexes. We're just gonna do total plus equal nums at I. So I believe this might work. And look, I can get rid of that. Total. Let's see if we get. Ooh, this one got me a lot of numbers, huh? It shouldn't give me 1,000 though. It's interesting. Oh, it's because this right here is equal to that. So we're gonna do 0 here. We're gonna do 0 here. Let's try it again. That still doesn't work. Oh, because I'm not dividing it. So I do need some type of count because I've been divided here. Count equal to 0. So that means I gotta do count plus plus here. Alright. Count plus plus. And then right here I'm gonna do another count plus plus. Do that divided by counts. Worked a little bit, huh? Interesting. Let's look at the first one right here. I got 22. Should I have got 22? Oh yeah, definitely should have. Should have got 3. 2 plus 3 plus 4. But this one 5. How did I get 22 out of all that? Should have just did 5 plus 3 plus 4. See, what if I get rid of this count? I wonder what the values are really quick. See, I get 110. So this is technically, it's counting this right here, this index, when it shouldn't. If largest, okay, this is not correct. This loop right here is messing it up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, it's gonna be a little bit different, but so I'm assigning wrong. I need another variable here to send the index to it. Okay, I'm gonna do I large is equal to I. Now this should work. I small is equal to I. Alright, then we're gonna divide this by count. See what happens. Sorry, wrong. So why am I getting 14 here? That's the real question. This definitely should be else. I still get 22 though. Is this stage still counting? 100. If I is not equal to I large, total plus equal nums at I. Like, I feel like this condition right here should give me my largest. I'll go to our previous one. It's basically the same thing. Alright, so like I'm gonna debug it a little bit. So I'm gonna return I large. Return largest. I'm gonna see what I get back. See, I get 100. If I do I large, what do I get here? Get 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually correct. So this index is right. If I is not equal to I large. Alright, so I'm gonna get this line right here. It's a simple solution to image here. See, I get 10, so I do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2 plus 1 gives me 10. You know what? It's this condition right here. This is why it's not working. Okay, so like what you do is, and I is not equal to I small. Pretty sure that's why it's not working. Divide by counts. Yeah, I just messed up with the conditions right here. Alright, looks like I got it to work. Let's move on to the next one. I want to listen to music. It sounds cool. Commercial? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Alright, return sum 13. Return the sum of the numbers in the array, returning 0 for an empty array, except the number 13 is very unlucky, so it does not count, and numbers that come immediately after A13 also do not count. Return the sum of the numbers in the array, returning 0 for an alright, let's do that. If nums dot the length is equal to 0, return, what am I returning? 0, because I have an empty array. Alright, what else am I doing now? Return the sum of the numbers in the array, except for the number 13, for its I is equal to 0, so I got it. I plus plus, and sum is equal to 0 if nums at I is equal to 13. We're just gonna break, otherwise you're gonna do sums plus plus. So this is gonna stop the loop if any point we come across the 13. Okay, let's see. Alright. I'm missing our return statement. Honestly, I could just do return sum. Okay. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 9 is 6. What did I get 4 here? What? Did I mess up somewhere? Oh, I did sum plus plus. Sum plus equal nums at I. There you go. What? What's going on here? Got 4, 1, 2. Wait, why am I getting 4 though? Okay, except the number 13 is very unlucky, so it does not count, and numbers that come immediate after do not count. Oh, so it's just like, oh, so we're not ending the loop if they come immediately after? Oh, okay. So, sums, okay. If nums that I is equal to 13, we can have like a boolean over here instead of like messing around with the length. Boolean is after is equal to false. Is after is equal to true. Okay. We're gonna take it right here. Oh man, like this one's is after. I don't want to add this, right? So should do that one and that one. I plus plus, like that's how we're doing it, but I feel like we're gonna get an index out of bounds if we do that. It's not. Alright, let's do the boolean. Gotta put my thinking cap on for this one. Okay. This one is gonna do is after is false. We're gonna do an else if here. Okay. If is after is equal to true. Okay. after is equal to true. This is not gonna be right here though. Look, if I run it, it's not gonna give me what I want. So if nums I is equal to 13, we want to skip the next one, alright? So this is not gonna run. I'm gonna go here. You know what I could do? Right here, I could say that. I could say that if nums I minus 1 is not equal to 13, then you can do that. That would assume that I start at 1 right here. And then I think that would pretty much fix it. So if I do that, what I would have to do is I have to make sure that if nums is greater than, okay, wait, hold up. If nums at 0 is equal to 13, if num1, yeah, if num0 is equal to 13, alright, so we're gonna have int I here. Int I is equal to 0. I is gonna be equal to 2. I is gonna be equal to 1. Oh man, what happened? Alright, well, I take this one into account. So then I start at 1. And then if actually, I might not even need to do that. Let's just see what happens when I do this. Ooh, we're getting a lot of errors. That's not good. I wonder why this didn't work. Oh, because I didn't get the. Okay. So I need to find a way to add num0. If num0 is equal to 13, it's not equal to 13, then you just do sum plus. Alright, let's see what happens when I do this. Sum plus equal to nums at 0. Sure, get rid of that. This condition is not working either. Why don't I just do. I feel like these are a really simple thing too. I'm just overthinking it. That's why these problems are really good, because if you're used to doing more advanced things, like these little things really get to you. They'll confuse you. So if say nums I is equal to 13, we just do I plus plus, right? Okay. Actually, what I would do is I do I plus equal 2. That's what I would do, but I know if I do this, I'm going to get an index out of bounds error. Because then I'm going to be checking this. So we'll just do I plus plus, and then we're going to change this to an else if. So it worked for a few of them, it didn't work for all of them though. So I got this right, I didn't get this variable here, and I didn't get this. I got a 1 here when I should have got a 1. So if num's I is equal to 13, we just start from 0 here. So look, I'm going to get rid of this right here. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I was just overthinking it a little bit, but you know, once you find num's I, because like the reason why I was getting thrown off, because I was worried about if I were to increment I here, that I'd get an index out of bounds here, but if I just put the else if here, that would negate that. I'd get the index out of bounds here because, like, if I had if here, like, I'm gonna get an index out of bounds here, you see? Just because I'm accessing a limit in an array here, an array element here that's not reachable. But if you put the else if here, it works. See, I was just overthinking it a little bit. On to the next one. Alright, let's put some music on. Alright, I don't like this one. If your shirt's tucked into your pants, is your pants tucked into your pants? That's a great question. So we're doing sum 67, return the sum of the numbers in the array except ignore sections of numbers starting with a 6 and extending to the 7. Every 6 will be followed by at least one 7, return 0 for no numbers. Return the sum of the numbers in the array except ignore sections of numbers starting with 6 and extending to 7. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's do this. So we're gonna have an integer here with our sum is equal to 0. Every 6 will be followed by at least one 7. Okay. So if we're not gonna have if, we're gonna have a boolean. Nah, I'm not gonna have a boolean here yet either. I'm probably gonna need a boolean, but we're gonna see if we can do without one. Num's at length I plus plus. So say if num's at I is equal to 6, we're not gonna do anything. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need one. Okay, it's gonna be, I'll do 6 found 6f is equal to true. Okay. If num's I is equal to 7, I do 7f, 7 found is equal to true. And then at that point we can start doing stuff. Every 6 will be followed by at least one 7. Okay. If 6f is equal to, if 6f, we're not gonna do anything here. If 7f, okay, do stuff, it's gonna be equal to true. Okay. Just get rid of this, right? Do stuff is equal to false. Okay. If do stuff, we're gonna do sum plus equal to nums at I. Do I gotta create my boolean variables here. Alright, 7f is equal to true. Or no, it's gonna be equal to false, right? So if any point we find this, I feel like I could use a string function on this. That'll be easier. Okay, let's run it. Oh wait, but I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Anyway. Okay. Should I just do? Yeah, I'll just do it. 6f is equal to true. If nums I is equal to 7, and 6f is equal to true. 6f is true. If nums I is equal to 6, 6f is equal to, and 6f is false. That means we found the 6. So now we're gonna assign that to true. Now we're not gonna want to do anything. So eventually, if 9i nums at I is equal to 7, we found our 7, and 6f is true. So that means we found the 6. So now we're gonna stop counting until we find our 7. We're gonna have 7f as true. That means we found our 7. Alright, so I gotta do stuff here. I gotta make it false. Do stuff is equal to false. Okay. This changes to else if. So it changes to an else if 2. Else if 7f. Well, that means we found our 7. So at that point, actually at this point, what we could do is we don't even need this. What we could do is you could just do stuff is equal to true. Stuff is equal to true. Okay. So then I can get rid of this right here. If nums I, then I don't need my 7f here. Okay, alright, let's run it. Oh, I forgot my return statement. Alright, what I messed up at? Where does this go? Oh, this right here. Why is it 6f? I didn't make one. Okay, I'm missing my return statement. Return sum. Nice. Lots of errors. Exactly what I wanted. I wonder why this was off. Because it's counting that, I know that for sure. But it's also counting this. Yeah, because I gotta reset it. Okay. So if nums I is equal to 6 and 6f is false, okay, just gotta reset it here. this should help a little bit, maybe. Nope. Eventually did. It didn't count. 99. 1, 2, 2. Okay, let's change this to an else. Yep, we're good to go. And just a little bit Boolean manipulation. Let's go to the next one. Given an array of integers, return true. Most of the computers after this. Alright, so given an array of integers, return true if the array contains a 2 next to a 2 somewhere. Should I do a for loop here? Should I just do a string? A string wouldn't hurt though too if I just did it. Alright, let's do this one using a string just cause Java. I'm gonna say return java.util.arrays.toString. We're gonna do nums. Alright, and if it contains, I think the way they set it up, it's like it looks like that. Java.util.toString nums that contain. Is it contain? It is contains. Oh, you know what? Exciting. There you go. See, why did I get false here? Or maybe because there's a space between them, maybe. Alright, let me see. Yeah, okay, cool. That's a cool little one-liner. But time efficiency, I don't think it's pretty good though. Which I'm pretty sure it's not good at all. Yeah. Given an array of integers, return true if the array contains no 1s and no 3s. If the array return true if the array contains no 1s and no 3s. I'm gonna use regex here. I totally forgot to do it though, so I'm gonna look it up. Java string regex. Okay. So, I need a kind of need like an example though. I can't remember. Is it? Let's try this one. Okay, got it. So we're gonna change quickly use into a one-liner. I believe we can. That's cool. Okay, let's do this. So we're gonna return. We gotta create this into an array. Arrays.toString nums. Okay. Alright, let me do this like one step at a time. Alright, so now this returns true, right? Alright, let me see. No, this doesn't return even true. I don't think it does. Looking at test to match the input sequence. This actually works though too. Because these are kind of like the replacement ones. So, wait, you know, contains no ones and no threes. You know what I could do? Honestly, I could have just done the same thing I did earlier. I'm overthinking it. Okay, return that. We got a two strings, and we're gonna say that if it contains no ones and no threes. So what I do, I think when I use regex, it'll be like that. But you know what? I'll do this later. I'm working on my string methods. But so, say I have this, right? What I could do is I could just say if it contains a 1, right? Contains a 1. Then right here we return false, right? Else we're gonna do one more check. So I'm gonna copy this right here, and then I'm gonna check to see if it has a 3 in it. And then if it does, you return false. Otherwise, we can return true. And this works. Yep. Cool. So yeah, I use I think it's called the Tipperman operator here. So like, this is gonna return true or false, right? So you put the question mark here, and if it does contain a 1, you return false. Otherwise, you move on to the next condition here. This could actually return something. You could just set it to return true, but we weren't done yet, so I had to check one more condition. So I did it again a second time. So but this time I checked if it contained the number 3, put the question mark there, and then I said if it does contain a true, you return false. Otherwise, you return true. Right, next. Alright. Given an array of integers, return true if the sum of all the 2's in the array is exactly 8. If the sum of all the 2's in the array is exactly 8. Alright, I'll do a for loop here. Nums.length I plus plus int sums equal to 0 if nums I is equal to 2, sum plus equal 2, basically, right? Then right here, return sum question mark is equal to 8. You return true, otherwise you return false. Let's check it out. What's wrong here? We're good to go. Let's move on. Given an array of integers, return true if the blah blah blah. Damn, I'm tired of hearing this guy. It's King Von. Share this one. Let's check it out. Given an array of integers, return true if the number of 1's is greater than the number of 4's. Number of 1's is greater than the number of 4's. It's like the count version of it. Okay. If one counts is greater than count of 4. So what are we doing? We're returning true if that's the case. 4 counts. One count plus plus. Good, next. Give it a number of n, create and return a new integer array of length n, containing the numbers 0, 1, 2, and minus 1. They're given n may be 0, in which case just return a length 0 array. You do not need a separate if statement for the length 0 case. The for loop should naturally execute 0 times in that case, so it works. What syntax? The syntax to make a new integer array is new int desired length. I just read a lot and I don't know what to do. Given a number n. Okay, create and return a new integer array of length n. Alright, so I'm gonna do contain the number 0, 1, 2, and minus 1. The given a may be 0, in which case, okay, let's take care of that first, right? Okay, if n is equal to 0, we're gonna return new, select that, integer. I think it's like that, I don't think it's like that. New int, see that, right? No? Yeah, alright, I think that works. Alright. I'm gonna pass an empty array if this hits. Okay, you do not need a separate if statement for the length 0 case. Do not need a separate if statement for the length 0 case. What? The for loop should naturally execute 0 times in that case. Oh. Okay, whatever. Really. Given a number and create and return it. Oh, so I just need to create a new. Oh, okay. Sure, man. That's what you want. So long as I is less than n, I plus plus. Technically, I would need to create one, right? Oh, you're right, you wouldn't need one. So he's saying I could just get rid of this. Yep. Okay. Alright, that one was pretty easy. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here. We just hit an hour. Kind of do want to do the next one. What did we do? We managed to get through 6, 9, 10 problems. There's still a few integers to do more, but I'm just gonna leave it here. probably go work out or something. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you want me to do like a video on a specific one, let me know. I'll do it. You know, if you have a homework problem related to this, I could help you out with it too. Yeah, just let me know.